Hey there, movie buffs. Welcome back to Yusuf Reacts, your one-stop shop for all things cinema. Today, we're diving into a hidden gem from the 80s that you might not have heard much about but definitely should. We're talking about the 1984 superhero flick Supergirl. Buckle up, because this one's a wild ride. First things first, Supergirl is a spin-off from the iconic Superman film series, aimed at bringing some girl power to the superhero genre. Released in 1984 and directed by Jeannot Szwarc, the film stars Helen Slater in her debut role as Kara Zor-El, Superman's cousin from Argo City. And let me tell you, Slater's performance is as heroic as it gets. Helen Slater embodies the character with a perfect blend of innocence and strength, making her a compelling and relatable heroine. So, what's the story all about? Let's break it down. Kara Zor-El, living in a hidden Kryptonian community in inner space, embarks on a mission to Earth to retrieve the Omegahedron, a powerful device that has fallen into the wrong hands. Once on Earth, she takes on the identity of Linda Lee and enrolls in an all-girls school. Sounds simple enough, right? Well, things get complicated fast. The Omegahedron ends up with Selena, a wannabe witch played by Faye Dunaway, who uses its power to try and take over the world. What follows is a battle of good versus evil, with Supergirl trying to stop Selena's sinister plans while navigating her new life on Earth. Visually, Supergirl is a mixed bag. For its time, the special effects were ambitious, and some scenes still hold up pretty well. However, there's no denying that certain effects look a bit dated by today's standards. From the flying sequences to the magical duels, the effects add a unique charm to the movie, even if they occasionally make you chuckle. Let's talk about the performances. Helen Slater shines as Supergirl, bringing a fresh and endearing take to the character. Faye Dunaway, on the other hand, delivers an over-the-top performance as Selena that you can't help but enjoy. It's campy, it's dramatic, and it's absolutely entertaining. Supporting cast members like Peter O'Toole as Zoltar and Brenda Vaccaro as Bianca also add depth and humor to the story. When it comes to reception, Supergirl didn't quite hit the mark with critics and audiences at the time of its release. It struggled at the box office and received mixed reviews. But, over the years, it's gained a bit of a cult following among superhero fans and 80 Seconds movie enthusiasts. Many now appreciate it for its earnest attempt to bring a female superhero to the forefront during a time when that was a rarity. Before we wrap up, here are some fun facts about Supergirl you might not know. Did you know that this movie marks Helen Slater's film debut? Or that the costume she wore was designed to reflect a more feminine version of Superman's iconic suit? Plus, the movie features a musical score by Jerry Goldsmith, who also composed for other classics like Star Trek, the motion picture and The Omen. After losing a powerful orb, Kara Zor-El, Superman's cousin, comes to Earth to retrieve it and instead finds herself up against a wicked witch. After a power source for the community of Krypton survivors is accidentally whisked to Earth, Kara, Zor-El, cousin to Superman and niece to Jor-El, chooses to go to Earth to find it and bring it back. Upon her arrival, she becomes just as powerful and super as her cousin, but encounters dangerous battles and unexpected obstacles when a mean-spirited woman who practices rituals of the occult takes the power source for herself and uses it to cause destruction and attempt zenith human status. Introducing a brand new superhero, the beautiful and mighty Girl of Steel, in her very first adventure. Her name is Kara, and she's Superman's cousin from Krypton. Coming to Earth on a mission to save her dying city, Supergirl has to find and recover the Omegahedron, a source of almost unlimited power. But it's fallen into the hands of an amateur witch named Selena who intends to use it to rule the world. To get it back, Supergirl has to fight not only evil humans, but the unimaginable forces of black magic, including a 100-foot monster made of pure energy, and make a perilous journey into the forbidden depths of the Phantom Zone. In this spin-off from the Christopher Reeve Superman franchise films, teenager Kara Zor-El Helen Slater lives in the isolated Kryptonian community of Argo City, which was transported into another dimension, called inner space, when the planet Krypton exploded many years ago. The city is powered by a paperweight-sized orb known as the Omegahedron. Argo City resident Salter Peter O'Toole secretly borrows the Omegahedron for an art project, but a mishap hurls the orb into space. Argo City cannot survive without the Omegahedron, and Kara boards a single-passenger transport ship to retrieve it. Much to the distress of her parents, Allura Mia Farrell and Zor-El Simon Ward. The Omegahedron goes through a wormhole and lands on Earth where it is retrieved by Selena Faye Dunaway, a carnival fortune teller who wants to become a witch. Selena, who has been studying magic under the warlock Nigel Peter Cook, realizes the orb can assist her in casting spells and stores it away. She returns to the carnival where her long-suffering assistant, Bianca Brenda Vaccaro, worries about getting the money to cover their bills, but Selena reports their financial problems are over and that she has plans for world domination. Meanwhile, Kara is transported through the wormhole and arrives on Earth, transformed into Supergirl, complete with a costume similar to her cousin, Superman, who is away in outer space on a peacekeeping mission. Kara discovers she has superpowers and FLIs around, amazed at the new world. Kara's bracelet glows whenever the Omegahedron is in use, and follows the beacon to Midvale, Illinois. There, Kara enrolls in an all-girls school, claiming to be Clark Kent's first cousin, an orphan named Linda Lee. The headmaster, Mr. Danvers David Healy, assigns her to be roommate to Lucy Lane Maureen Tuffy, the teenage sister of Daily Planet reporter Lois Lane. Selena and Bianca are both impressed when they notice Ethan Hart Bachner, the hunky groundskeeper at the school. Selena concocts a love potion and slips it into Ethan's beer. Although the potion is supposed to make him fall in love with the first person he sees, instead, it makes Ethan dizzy, and he wanders through the town disoriented. With the help of the Omegahedron, Selena casts a spell causing a bulldozer to scoop Ethan up and bring him to her. But the unmanned bulldozer runs amok, wreaking havoc throughout town. Lucy Lane and her boyfriend, Daily Planet photographer Jimmy Olsen Mark McClure, tried to stop the bulldozer, but to no avail. Kara changes into Supergirl and stops the bulldozer, then changes back to Linda Lee just as Ethan regains consciousness. He gazes at Linda and instantly falls in love with her and kisses her. Observing all of this through a magic mirror powered by the Omegahedron, Selena is angered and vows revenge, casting a spell to capture Linda. As a dark cloud comes for her, Linda changes to Supergirl, takes a street lamppost, and FLIs into a thunderstorm where the pole is struck by lightning. This creates a lightning rod that repels Selena's dark cloud. Because Selena used the Omegahedron to create the cloud, Supergirl's bracelet glows. Changing back to Linda Lee, she goes to the carnival to investigate, but finds Ethan there with candy and flowers for her. The two chat while sitting on a stopped carnival ride, but Selena casts a spell causing the ride to race at top speed. Ethan is knocked unconscious while Linda changes into Supergirl to confront Selena. Supergirl throws poles to surround Selena in a makeshift cage, then rescues Ethan. Having freed herself, Selena asks for Warlock Nigel's help to defeat Supergirl, since he is more experienced casting spells. Nigel brings her a special magic wand that, when combined with the Omegahedron, creates powerful spells. In doing so, Nigel accidentally breaks the love potion spell, causing Ethan to fall out of love with Linda. However, Ethan meets Supergirl and is soon enchanted by her. Supergirl kisses Ethan just as Selena casts a spell teleporting Ethan to her lair. Selena also casts a spell creating a mountaintop castle just outside town. Supergirl FLIs there and finds Ethan in chains. Selena casts a spell banishing Supergirl to the Phantom Zone, the dimension where planet Krypton sends its criminals. Although she does not have any superpowers in the Phantom Zone, Supergirl is reunited with Salter from Argo City, who exiled himself to the Phantom Zone as penance for losing the Omegahedron. Salter insists there is no way out, but Supergirl believes they must look for one. Supergirl and Zoltar are forced to scale a large cliff to find an opening. But Zoltar sacrifices himself to allow Supergirl to make it to the top to escape. Meanwhile on Earth, Selina has begun her plan for world domination. She rules Midvale with armed soldiers, but faces protesters including Lucy Lane and Jimmy Olsen, whom she takes hostage. Supergirl breaks out of the Phantom Zone through a magic mirror and comes to Selina's castle where the witch casts a spell creating a large demon to attack her. The demon is on the verge of defeating Supergirl when she hears Zoltar's voice urging her to fight on. Supergirl breaks free and Nigel tells her the only way to defeat Selina is to turn the demon against her. Supergirl complies and creates a focused whirlwind that traps Selina, who is then attacked and incapacitated by the demon as the whirlwind pulls in Bianca as well. The three are sucked through the mirror portal, which promptly reforms, trapping them all forever in the Phantom Zone. Ethan retrieves the Omegahedron and gives it to Supergirl, who he now realizes is also Linda Lee. Supergirl asks Ethan, Lucy, and Jimmy not to say anything about her existence, then tells them she must return the Omegahedron. Selina's castle disappears as Supergirl flies back to Argo City through the underwater wormhole with the Omegahedron. In the final shot, Kara returns to a darkened Argo City, which then lights up again. In conclusion, Supergirl is a nostalgic trip back to the 80s that offers a unique blend of charm, camp, and superhero action. It may not be a perfect film, but it's definitely worth a watch for its historical significance and sheer entertainment value. So, if you're in the mood for some retro superhero fun, give Supergirl a shot. You might just find yourself cheering for Kara Zor-El. Thanks for watching, folks. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe to Yusuf Reacts and ring that bell for notifications on our latest content. Drop a comment below with your thoughts on Supergirl or let us know which movie you'd like us to review next. Follow us on social media for more updates. Until next time, keep watching and stay super.